This is Umar for BoxNation. I keep saying this at every Riyadh season press conference, but the best card I've seen.
I said, in my speech, I keep saying it's the best card I've ever seen. This card in Los Angeles, August 3rd, the best card I've ever seen in America, top to bottom. We got Israel Madrimov defending his world championship against Terence Crawford. What a fight. I mean, you're pound for pound number one against the best 154 pounder in the world. Isaac Cruz, the most exciting young Mexican fighter against Valenzuela for the world title. Jarrell Miller against Andy Ruiz coming back to Los Angeles. And by the way, what about Tim Tszyu against Virgil Ortiz Jr.? What a fight. David Morrell, one of the best fighters in the world. Andy Cruz, more to come. Riyadh season show in Los Angeles. All of the promoters again working together. Turki Al-Sheikh has done it again for, as I said, what a blockbuster night. I cannot wait to be there August 3rd.
Well, His Excellency in Riyadh season, the two biggest bridges, I guess, for you in the UK, Frank Warren, and in America, PBC, that's been crossed. You're all good now.
Yeah, maybe. I think the first one, it's going to take some time, like it did with me and Frank. At first it was a couple of handshakes, but now it's evolving into a real relationship and partnership, and hopefully that's going to be the same here with PBC. Not just PBC, hopefully Top Rank have fighters on the cards moving forward. And I think one thing His Excellency has done here, and this is so refreshing for fight fans to know, he's a pure fight fan, right? He listens and reads everything. So when he sees the response of, look, all these massive fights and nights are going to Saudi Arabia, how can we bring Riyadh season to the UK, and how can we bring Riyadh season to the US? Well, the plans for a Wembley event in September are there, and now he's doing it. He's delivering a Saudi Arabian style card in Los Angeles for Riyadh season on August 3rd. I've never seen anything like it. And by the way, Umar, most of these fights were made in the last 24, 48 hours. Unbelievable. We're all sitting in a hotel, myself, Louis de Cubas, just trying to move at speed. And the speed that he moves at is incredible. And these fights and the fighters, they're his picks. So no one put Tim Tszyu against Virgil Ortiz to His Excellency. His Excellency came down and said, I want this fight. It's like, oh my God, that is one of the best fights that can be made in the sport. And everybody, because of the lack of politics, because of the lack of egos, with His Excellency taking control of the situation, got it made. And what a time for the sport of boxing.
And you just want to gain an understanding of operationally how this is going to work. So we know in Saudi, Queensbury do the logistics of that show and are the lead promoter. In the US, I'm guessing that's going to be your role.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is a Riyadh season event, so we help out where we need to. Look, this press conference had to be turned around in 48 hours. So, our team have done an amazing job here. Obviously, we have a US office, we have a huge number of staff in America on hand to help His Excellency Riyadh season. But this is a culmination of promoters bringing fights together. So, I'm not going to take any credit for this other than we're here to help His Excellency grow Riyadh season, the event itself on August 3rd, and of course our team will be on hand for anything they need.
Yeah, but that's what I mean, on the ground, on Fight Week, etc., will be kind of matchroom-led. Okay. Crawford v Madrimov, you're confident that your guy's going to do it, Israel?
Listen, I mean, he's fighting the pound-for-pound number one in the sport. So you've got to remember, the first defence that Israel Madrimov is making of his world title is against Terence Crawford. You've also got to remember, this guy has bundles of experience, as an amateur, a couple of hundred fights, and also as a pro, moved very quickly, never really been in that tough a fight. Sorrow fight was, back and forward a little bit, but you saw against Kurbanov, this guy's levels above those guys. Now you're moving to a whole new level. But I'll tell you what, he can punch, and he's smart. He's got great footwork, he's elusive. This is going to be an unbelievable matchup, because if Crawford ain't ready for 54, or if he's getting a little bit old, he'll get found out against Madrimov. But we also understand Crawford's a genius. Mentally, physically, Bomac, tremendous trainer. But we're going for it. We're going for gold with Israel Madrimov.
You and Jarrell Miller okay?
Yeah, always. It is what it is. Time passes, and I kind of seem to have become rather diplomatic in the last 6 months. Maybe it's His Excellency's fault, I see all these other bickerings going on, and I was doing a bit last night with Colm about Ben Shalom and Frank Smith, and I don't know, a lot happened. I was very emotional about the Jarrell situation when it happened, probably because maybe I wasn't mature enough to deal with it at the time in the way that I should have, or at this stage in my life can say, that's life. I took it quite personally, and I carried it for a few years really. But as far as I'm concerned, it's over. People make mistakes. He's back. He fought Dubois, got beat, but I think he'll be fitter this time against Ruiz. But it's a very tough fight. But look, Ruiz has been out for 18 months. You've got to stick it on him. But it's going to be 22,000 people in the BMO Stadium. And Andy Ruiz is going to have huge support there.
Broadcast-wise, when are we going to learn about that?
His Excellency and Riyadh Season will make that announcement. That's not our business effectively in this fight. One thing he's done so well is bring broadcasters together, and I'm sure his team will be working on that, and we'll make an announcement in due course.
Just lastly, Eddie, winning the purse bids for Boots and Crawley. Talk to me about that.
Yes, look, we've made a huge financial commitment to Boots. Crowley's actually getting a little bit less than we originally offered him. I really hoped that we could close that deal before purse bid. Myself and Louis de Cubas, because of this, we have been working away trying to get that closed, and we weren't able to. So we went to purse bids, we won, and we just want to get on with it now. Boots has been sidelined for so long. We just want to keep him active. So hopefully Crowley will take the fight. It will be early July in Philadelphia. There'll be a huge announcement coming soon, and we're ready to get underway on what seems to be such an exciting journey with Jaron Ennis. People are so hyped for this kid, and we're going to really push him to become a global star.
Well, great press today, and now I hear Riyadh Season are going to shut down Times Square.
Absolutely.
So you've got to go after that.
Cheers.
Thank you.